Hey everybody, it's Ed, and the future is now, and the future is the past. Okay, that might not make a whole lot of sense, but one of the first video, I think the first video that I did, and it was about 4 or 5 months ago, um, was about the basic strategies of investing and trading. And I went on Google and I was like, wow, this is exactly what I was talking about. I mean, you have your long-term investing, you have your position trading, you have your swing trading, you have your day trading. Anyway, I'm going to do a detailed video later. I don't have time to do that pre-market, but I did want to show you what we did pre-market for Tesla. Okay? So I will show you that video. Check it out and comment all you want. Buddy, it's Ed, and the future is now. And the future is Tesla could be shutting down the California factory. Now, is this fake news or real news? Because at 12:04 a.m., it says Tesla factory could be shut under California health order. So, I don't know. I'm not going to read all this to you guys. Just do me a favor and look this one up. You know, I mean, obviously I hope this doesn't happen, but it definitely sent Tesla down 10% in pre-market. It was down at 385, so we snatched up 40 shares at 385. I feel like the reason I went 40 instead of 20 is I feel a lot safer going 40 at 385 when it's already 10% down on a potential rumor. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen. That would be, I wouldn't say it'd be tragic for Tesla. I mean, my gosh, who cares if they're shut down for a couple of weeks? I mean, yeah, okay, so they produce less cars. It's not the end of the world for them. That's not their long-term thing anyway. But anyway, 385, that's pretty crazy. So we got a 385. It's asking 388. So you can see on the bottom in the account detail, I always show um, different orders and whatnot for stuff. And you can see the order for 40 at 384.80, pre-market, blah, blah, blah. And you can see all the orders that I've placed. 200 at 1250 for space, 20 for 416. And then, you can see, for example, and then 20 for 402. That's the 409 cost average. And then we sold for 420. People are like, oh, you can just write down whatever number you want on the screen. You're just writing circles on a chart. Look, the orders are all on the bottom. You can see the orders. I mean, I wouldn't do all this just to pretend this is happening. I mean, anybody who's followed my channel for more than like 5 seconds on a video will probably understand the reality of all this. Okay, but anyway, I just got a couple goofy comments and I just had to comment on them. Anyway, Tesla, quantity 40, price where are we at? Price and calculation, position cost value 17,000. So if we multiply 17 times 5, that would be almost 20 times 6. So I could do this times 6 would be 240. So if I had to keep cost averaging, if it kept tanking or whatever, and I had to keep cost averaging down to 200, I could easily do that. So that's the position I like to be in because it puts me in a risk-free position. So even if I had to hold overnight and it's like, oh my God, it dropped down, if it gapped down again tomorrow, no big deal. Then that's a buying opportunity for me. So I'm already getting into my cost-based averaging numbers. I really wanted 350 to 250, cost averaging at 300. You guys know I picked a bottom at 300. Now I'm starting to think my bottom is too high. I mean, they're at 385. I picked a bottom at 300. I mean, am I wrong here? Am I way off? This is insane. I mean, but if they keep dropping like $40 or 10% a day, they could get, I mean, gosh, I can't even imagine if I could get Tesla at 200. I mean, 200. Wow. I mean, at 250. Let's do the math on that to see how many shares can I get for 250 times 400 shares. I need to be under 100. That's 100 grand. I mean, you better believe if they get down to 250, I'm going to snap it for all of it. Okay? That's me. That's me and my personal situation. I mean, even if they drop lower, so be it, man. If I can get $100,000 worth of Tesla for 200 a share, that's lower than we bought it initially at 240. And that was a steal when I did that, you know. So, anyway, this is all I'm all over that because then we have 19,000 more freed up. So we would have 400 shares of Tesla at 250. That would be monstrous. Plus a 20,000 to work with some other trades on other stocks, some possible speculative future stocks that could be big while the market's super cheap. So this would be the ideal situation for me personally. Because if you take that and you multiply it by my future price target of 5,000, I'm sorry, that's wrong. That would be how many shares? It would be, oh, that's right, I said 400 shares. Well, obviously, this is simple math. 400 shares times 5,000 shares. That would be $2 million if they become a $5,000 a share company or one of the biggest companies in the world. You can expect those 400 shares to be worth about 2 million. But I would love to have a couple more stocks to, I wouldn't say balance the portfolio, but having everything in one stock is I don't know, just it's just more risk to me. And I mean, the only news I'm following is like one company. I mean, to me, that's a little too boring, too slow. I'd rather have it, even if I make less money, I would rather have um, some different stocks to track. There's some futuristic stuff that could be coming out. What if Starlink comes out with IPO? I mean, I would want some money to maybe put in there. you know I mean, you've got Virgin Galactic. I mean, if they can do anything positively throughout the year and get people up into space and stuff and start changing the psychological viewpoint of the world, that could help. I mean, I know the whole global issue we're dealing with is causing some problems, and changing the way we may do things. We may be working out of the home more and more and more. So anyway, so this is what we did. We bought those. We're in pre-market, so there's not much to do. You can see there's not a whole lot of activity in the grid on the left side. So, and then let me pull up Tesla as far as the let me zoom. They're zooming out. Let's see. We didn't do much. Oh, we blew it yesterday. We totally blew it. It basically faked down. I thought it was going down. I got busy doing videos and stuff. Look at you guys. You guys are losing me money. I'm making videos to teach you guys stuff, and I'm losing like $1,000. What a nice guy I am, right? Anyway, no big deal. It actually came down to about that same level. I would have loved to get. I mean, look, I got a little conservative here. Talking about conservative, I got super conservative. I could have waited a little longer. We weren't totally committed, but I was so happy to be out of the whole negative 500 that when we were positive 400, I was like, okay, see ya. I parachuted out of that one because, I mean, I thought we were going to get caught in a bad trade. So, but it worked up really long. I mean, we could have made an extra 1,000 or 1,500 yesterday. So, hey, that's what happens. I'm not perfect. Okay, this is a perfect example of me not being perfect. I should have left it in longer, let it run up. I should have sold it I should have sold it around the 450 because that is one of the supports around 450, and it came up to 465. But I should have done it. Big mistake. No big deal. Cost me $1,000 potential. So anyhow, yeah, see, I'm trying to freak you guys out, trying to make you guys go a little psychotic with my charts. Anyway, so you can see where we bought the shares in. Gapped huge down, a gap down below, so I would definitely expect it to bounce at least to the 400 mark, if not higher. But I mean, if it bounces to 400 and kicks back down, yikes. We will be buying, I bet we might be buying more shares today potentially. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post it in the community. So when I do something, I try to take a screenshot of it quickly, post it, because that posts way faster than me making a 10, 12, 15 minute video or whatever. So anyway, I'll let you guys go. Have a good trading day. See ya.